Taurus, it's good to be back with you guys. This is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Guys, this is an energy reading, so please take it where... Oh, dun, dun, dun. Snake means healing. So yeah, there are some toxins that you have to deal with, but this is also a sense of facing them, confronting them, and stamping them out. We're going to get into it, Taurus. This is a message for Taurus. Oh, I love that energy. We're going to get into it. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. Actually, you call it into you. It comes to you when you are ready to receive the message. That being said, there is a new message every single week. So if you love these messages, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do those. So please check out my website, Born Without Boundaries Tarot, or just click the link below. It's in the description box, and you can book and schedule those whenever it's right for you. Okay. Taurus. Are you ready? Let's go. Taurus. God, what messages do you have for Taurus, please? Or Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What can they know? What do they need to know? Help them understand. All right, now remember, we do past, present, future. Things are leaning and pushing toward the future. Past only comes out if it is directly impacting what's going on right now. We have a lot sort of right here in front of us. So I have freedom is yours. So you are at the very least working toward liberating yourself from a toxic situation, person, or just experiences, traumas. You are in the process of confronting those things to give yourself freedom. And God wants you to know that 100% Taurus, you are on the right track, or you should start really digging down and focusing this week on releasing those toxins from your life. That is a good investment in your future to liberate yourself and allow yourself to be free again. Now, it could be that you just got yourself scared so much. It's almost like scared straight. That sense of, oh, snake in the grass, let me get away from this toxic place. But either way, there's an acknowledgement here, Taurus, of there being toxicity that you end up confronting and wanting to get away from, liberate yourself from. So that's really good energy because it is healing and it is progressive, you know? And let's keep going. And this, I love this energy, this card, especially with snake, because let spirit be your guide. So this is reconnecting to faith and actually saying spirit is watching out for you. God is watching out for you. There's also a kind of objective perspective here. Zoom out. Look at this objectively and it'll be easier for you to choose the right thing. It's also saying, hey, Taurus, you might need to look at this situation from a zoomed out perspective because there's more going on than meets the eye, or this zoomed out perspective is going to help you identify where the toxin really is so that you can be liberated from it. But it's very important to do that now because it will be visible from the sky, my friends. The reason why I smiled is because hawk and snake are often pictured, or the eagle and the snake, the falcon and the snake. And this is about triumph over something that was toxic or something that was, something that was out to get you. And so what it's saying is, guys, you've been able to identify it and get yourself to a point where you can liberate yourself. So watch for signs, and we're going to get into maybe what this is. But anytime hawk shows up for me, it's almost like a statement from the universe saying, have the querent, that's you. The querent is Taurus, in this case, general reading. Have them look out. There are signs and synchronicities coming toward you that are directly aligned with you being able to see where the toxin is actually coming from. So there is some sort of revelation information that's coming out, so you'll be able to actually see it and get right to it this week. That's very good. It'll definitely help. There's also a sense of faith, practicing faith, connecting with faith, and standing that higher ground and not associating with that kind of energy, so that you are enabled to avoid that kind of energy. Hold on. I love this. The miracles are endless. So this is Taurus energy. This is you, babe. So it's legitimately saying you are limitless. The miracles that can happen to you are limitless. A miracle is happening to you this week. That miracle starts and maybe ends with this beautiful understanding of where the toxicity is and where you can stamp it out. And then we have miracles are unbound. And we also have that energy of it is unbound. Being able to be free and unbound from that fear. Once you zoom out and see it for what it really is and see where it really is, so you can swoop down and hawk style, just be like, ah! And just, I know that was a bad hawk. I know. I apologize for that. Rip it out. Rip it out. So this is very beautiful on many levels. Let's get into the actual tarot reading. God, what exactly is it that you want Taurus to see, or that Taurus will see? What are they being liberated from? What is this toxicity? There's some idealism here that needs to be balanced out. Okay. Yeah, something was really confused with regards to are we doing the right thing, or are we just saying we're doing the right thing? Yeah, you've wished for something. Let's start there. You've wished for something. This is major arcana. This is happening during Aquarius season, and this is Aquarius, and this is Libra energy. So we've got a huge truth and justice, truth and fairness. You know, community equality, justice for all, and justice in general, justice for you. So there is some sort of decision that's going down to help the public or to help make things more fair. And this is maybe something you wished for, something you prayed for. This could also have directly to do with partnership. So on a more personal level, this sense of maybe you wished for a balanced relationship or a good partner. And there's this sense of finally being able to see through the muck and pick out the right one, or see through the illusion. There was a lot of convolution here. Maybe there was a lot of drinking and distraction and people making fucked up decisions. So it's almost like being able to cut through that. These are very... Think of that hawk, think of that air energy. It's a very objective sense of use your mind on this one. Forget about your emotions. Your emotions will confuse you. So there was something here that was intentionally distracting or confusing about, there was a lot of wishes in the air, and it was like when is mine going to be picked, or when is mine going to come true? I can tell you this right now. There was a lot of struggle, especially financially. And when Tauruses don't feel financially sound, it's almost like in some ways you might have walked into a situation where there was financial instability, or something was at risk for like shutting down or really closing down, or maybe you were going to give up on something, because this is about being resource poor, like drained. Right? Or walking into a company that was drained, something like that. Or somebody was stealing from people and making them poor, and that could be like global, right? Sort of like thinking that they could get away with it. But Taurus, this is like standing up and standing in your power and keeping your standards high, and picking off those battles one at a time. You know, you might not gain much ground, but you hold your ground, and you're fighting against that. You're fighting to sustain yourself. You're fighting through a difficult time in terms of resource-wise, or you're fighting against just this nasty shit that you see is hurting people or messing things up, and ultimately not backing down. Queen of Wands is here. That says there's a person, this may be you, may represent a part of you, it may just represent somebody in your life. This is a feminine fire sign. So feminine fire energy, which is, I can cover this all. I have the confidence to be able to blaze my own trail, blaze my own path, and create something that hasn't been created before. So it's like, I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to back down. I don't care if it doesn't exist yet. I will forge my own path. I'll make it exist. And then the resources come in. So it's almost like, Taurus, it's almost encouraging you, this, like you're being encouraged this week to go create something of your own and say, this is actually what's going to work. Not all this other craziness where other people have too much control or influence or power over what you do. This is a beautiful financial opportunity that is almost entrepreneurial in nature. It's individualistic in nature. It's standing your ground and going out on your own, or becoming the figurehead for something. Either way, you're going to be very, very visible this week. And there's a lot of resources that come in because of it. Interesting. Let's go to the moon cards to get a little bit of a more emotional perspective. Also, Taurus, please, there is a full moon tomorrow. I keep saying full moon. There's a new moon tomorrow. It's a new moon in Aquarius. So we finally have something in the past. We got to talk about it. So we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Aquarius. Full moon in Capricorn. Dude, this very well could have been the last full moon in Capricorn. That would have been last July. You're talking about the past. So this could have been something that really was going down, or you've been struggling against since then. But the end of a tough cycle approaches in the past, and then we have your commitment is being tested. I feel like somebody helped you out, or somebody's loyalty is being tested here for somebody that helped them out, or for hard work that they put in. And it's almost like, okay, now are you still as committed as you used to be to this person or to this purpose? Are you still as committed as you used to be? Because at this point, maybe you thought things were going to get easier, and clearly it's just things are still tough. So it's almost like now it's really testing your last nerve. Your commitment is being tested, especially when you see all this kind of crazy, chaotic crap going down. You were all for something in the past because you thought it would be solve the problems. But I'm not sure you think you have the same loyalties anymore. Because I think now you're starting to see things from a different perspective, that higher perspective, and you're realizing, oh, things won't actually work out that way. I have to innovate a new solution, or find new people, or a new person, or something like that. Because you really went into this kind of situation with, I got the problem fixed, I got the problem solved, or I know exactly what is right or appropriate in this situation, but it wasn't. So now it's like, okay, now that I see it for what it is, do I really want to have anything to do with it, or do I blaze a trail myself and go off on my own? And that's what you're being encouraged to do, because that's where the value is. The value is finding your own strength and your own courage and having confidence. Or it's finally being offered to you. There's something being offered to you here for taking on, sort of being the front man, being the person out in front, or people are attracted to you because you fight so hard. And it's almost like now the offer is coming in, but do you still want it? I think that's the question, because once you know more about it, do you still want it as much as when you had that pure perspective back then? Thought you knew everything, you didn't. And there's a snake in the grass. So I think that changes maybe how much you want to settle on snake-infested lands. Now, you may still want to continue with this, but what this saying is now you have so much of a better perspective on what you're actually dealing with that you can actually make a decision that's really right for you and not anybody else. And there's opportunity here. So, okay, we know a little bit more. moving forward, what should Taurus do? The Tower is here. So there's a big change. I think you might surprise yourself. Let's put it that way. And the Tower is happening this week. So there's some sort of breakdown that I think liberates and exposes a lot. We've got a lot of outcome here. So let's get what's in between. We have Queen of Pentacles. That would be you being responsible, being respectful. It's almost like there's a big change. Having the strength to be patient because you're dealing with a lot of concern or a lot of worry. And it's almost like now you want that certainty and security, or you'll be able to have the resources to be able to finally stand up to and face whatever's been attacking you, plaguing you, or keeping you up at night, stressing you out. That's good. That's really beautiful. That's going to happen this week. Where is it leading to? We have 8 of Pentacles that's been looking at me. So it's leading to more opportunity and kind of prosperity within the work you're putting in, right? But it is leading to more work, but more work that you'll enjoy. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The Queen is somebody who provides, who gives, who puts out this energy. And she's just unconditionally loving. Somebody who's this is almost like you're putting your all into something. So it's almost like what's coming into you now is sort of this breakthrough opportunity. Now that you have a realistic perspective of what you're dealing with, and that is actually going to help you face your fear or face whatever this like difficult energy, malefic, difficult, critical, could be toxic energy is, facing that fear, because now it's like you got a solid grip on what you're actually going to have to do. You're not dealing with dreams anymore. You're dealing in reality. So it's like, I don't have to back down now because I know exactly what I'm walking into, and that provides you the strength to be able to move forward. You face your fears and put your whole self in. So the truth is going to keep you, forget about the truth is going to set you free. The truth is going to set you free, but the truth is going to keep you free. And working on your own time, based on your own rules, and being able to be happy instead of being imprisoned by somebody else's shit. Let's go to the extended. I will see you guys there.